Number 1. Transmission issues. The 10-speed automatic transmission in the 2019 to 2025 GMC Sierra has been a major pain point for many owners, with reports of rough shifting, hesitation during acceleration, and jerking or clunking noises during deceleration. These issues are particularly noticeable in models equipped with the 5.3 liters V8 or the 6.2 liters V8 engines, where the transmission often struggles to smoothly transition between gears, especially in lower ranges. Some drivers have also experienced slipping, where the transmission fails to engage properly, leading to a loss of power or unexpected RPM surges. In more severe cases, complete transmission failure has occurred, leaving owners stranded and facing repair bills that can exceed $5,000. The root causes of these problems appear to be a combination of software calibration issues and also mechanical weaknesses in the transmission design. GMC has released several software updates aimed at addressing these concerns, but many owners report that are only temporary, with symptoms returning after a few thousand miles. Additionally, some have noted that the transmission fluid can degrade faster than expected, leading to increased wear and tear on internal components. For owner experiencing transmission issues on their GMC Sierra of these years, early diagnosis is critical to prevent further damage. Common trouble codes associated with these problems include the P0700, which is transmission control system malfunction, the P0711, which this one is transmission fluid temperature sensor performance, and P0776, pressure control solenoid B performance or stock off. These codes often point to underlying issues such as faulty solenoid, sensor failures, or software glitches. For potential buyers, pay close attention during your test drive, particularly during low-speed driving, when the gears are shifting between the first, the second, and the third one. This is where you're going to mostly notice these problems. Number 2, electrical system glitches. This is affecting everything from the infotainment system to critical vehicle functions. One of the most common complaints involved the multimedia display, where owners report problems like screen freezing, unresponsive touch controls, or complete blackouts. Bluetooth connectivity issues are also frequent, with the system failing to pair with phones or dropping connection. These problems are often tied to software bugs. And while there are some updates available at the dealership, well, they're not working all the time. Another issue is the faulty sensors, particularly the parking sensors and the blind spot monitoring system. Owners have reported false alerts, such as warning of obstacles when none are present, or complete failure of these systems. In some cases, the rear view camera also malfunctions, displaying a blank screen or distorted images. These problems are often linked to wiring or harness issues or sensor calibration errors, which can be tricky to diagnose and repair. Most of the time, the dealer will simply replace the part without repairing it. Power-related glitches are another headache. Some owners have experienced intermittent power loss to accessories like the USB ports, the wireless charging pads, or even the 12-volt power outlets. This is often caused by loose connections, blown fuses, or the BCM, the body control module, which manages many of the vehicle electrical functions. In more severe cases, the battery drain issue has left owners stranded, with the vehicle unable to start due to parasitic drawn from malfunctioning components. Since the 2019 to 2025 GMC Sierra is still a new vehicle, finding used parts at the scrapyard or eBay can be a hit or miss. Still, it's much cheaper than going to the dealer if you are out of warranty. Number 3, engine performance problems. The engine performance problems are mostly related to the models equipped with the 5.3-liter V8 and the 3-liter Duramax diesel engines. One of the most common issues is the engine stalling, which often occurs at low speeds or at idle. This is frequently linked to problems with the fuel delivery system, such as a failing fuel pump or a clogged fuel injector. True, some cases have been traced back to software glitches in the engine control module, ECM. Another complaint is rough idling, where the engine shakes or vibrates excessively while stationary. This is often caused by faulty ignition coils, worn spark plugs, or a carbon built-up in the intake system, particularly in direct injection engines. Owners of the 3-liter Duramax diesel have reported issue with reduced power or limp mode, where the engine limits the performance to protect itself from damage. These problems are often tied to the emission system, including failing exhaust gas recirculation valve or the DPF diesel particulate filter clogs. In gasoline models, some drivers have experienced hesitation during acceleration, which can be caused by the throttle body control or transmission-related problems that affect the engine responsiveness. Diagnosing engine performance issue often requires scanning for trouble codes, such as the P0300 random misfire, P0171 system too lean, or P0404 EGR controlled circuit range performance. Addressing these problems early is crucial, as ignoring symptoms like stalling or rough idling can lead to more severe damage that will cost you a lot more. Number 4, brake system concerns. One of the most common issues is the excessive brake noise, including squeaking, grinding, or screeching sounds, particularly in models with factory-installed brake pads. These noises are often caused by cheap or low-quality pad materials, but they can also indicate worn rotors or improperly installed components. Some owners have reported needing to replace brake pads and rotors as early as 20,000 miles, which is very unusual. Another frequent complaint is a softer or spongy brake pedal, where the pedal feels less responsive or requires more effort to stop the truck. This is often linked to air in the brake lines, worn brake master cylinders, or leaks in the braking system. In more severe cases, owners have experienced brake failure, where the pedal goes to the floor and nothing is happening. This is often tied to the faulty brake boosters or hydraulic system failures, which can be dangerous if not addressed immediately. The electronic brake control module has also been a source of problems, with some owners reporting issues like unexpected braking behavior, ABS anti-lock braking system activation at low speeds, or warning lights in the dash. These issues are often caused by software glitches or sensor malfunctions, and while software updates can help, some owners have needed a replacement of the EBCM completely electronic brake control module. Finally, there are some reports of uneven brake wear, where the pads and rotor wear out more quickly on one side of the vehicle than the other. This is often caused by sticking calipers, misaligned components, or suspension issues that affect braking performance. Number 5, suspension and steering issues. Suspension and steering issues have been a problem for many owners, particularly in models equipped with the advanced system, that is the magnetic ride control or adaptive suspension. One of the most common complaints is stiff or unresponsive steering, where the steering wheel feels heavy or difficult to turn, especially at low speeds. This is often linked to problem with the electric power steering system, such as failing steering gear or control module, though some cases have been traced back to software glitches that requires just a simple update from the dealer. Another frequent issue is clunking or knocking noises from the suspension, particularly when driving over bumps or rough roads. These noises are often caused by worn suspension components such as the ball joints, control arm bushing, or sway bar links. In some cases, the strut mounts or shock absorbers themselves are the culprits, especially in high mileage vehicles or those driven in harsh conditions. Owners have also reported uneven tire wear, which can be a symptom of misaligned suspension components or improper wheel alignment. For models with the magnetic ride control, there are reports of the system failing to adjust properly, leading to harsh or bouncy ride. This is often caused by faulty sensor, leaking shock absorbers, or electronic issues. Replacing these components can be very expensive if you are out of warranty. Finally, some owners have experienced loose or wandering steering where the truck feels unstable or drifts to one side while driving. This is often tied to worn steering linkage components, such as the tie rods, pitman arm, or issues with the steering rack. Addressing these problems early is, again, very crucial. Number 6, paint and body quality concerns. Many owners have complained about premature paint chipping to more serious stuff like rust and corrosion issues. One of the most common problems is paint chipping though, particularly on the hood, front bumper, or door edges. Owners have reported that the paint chips easily even from minor impacts like gravel or road debris, exposing the underlying metal and leading to rust spots if not addressed quickly enough. This is often attributed to thin or low quality paint application from the factory. Another issue is the peeling of the clear coat, where the protective top layer of the paint begins to flake out, especially in areas exposed to sunlight or harsher weather conditions. Rust and corrosion are also common complaints, particularly in the region with harsh winters or coastal areas where salt exposure is high. Owners have noted rust forming on the wheel wells, door sills, and undercarriage, sometimes as early as a few years into ownership. This is often exacerbated by poor corrosion protection from the factory, leaving the metal vulnerable to moisture and salt. Additionally, some owners have reported misaligned body panels and poor fitments of trim pieces, such as the tailgate, the fenders, the bumper. These issues not only affect the truck aesthetic, but can also lead to wind noises or water leaks if the gaps are large enough. Thanks for watching. If you have anything else to add that could be useful to a future owner, please type a comment down below. Or if you want to say anything, just type a comment. I'll try to read them all. Leave a like, but subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.